Are you on your phone or your tablet right now? Both? Okay, I want on both right now. Why? Because I want to talk to you. And we have company. And I need your passwords.
You are watching the moment a mom confronts her young daughter while she's streaming live on the popular app LiveMe.
We can go in my office.
The mom has police officers with her, and they're there to question her daughter about an inappropriate live stream she was in with a friend the day before. That's when both girls exposed themselves, not knowing the people making the request on the other end of the live stream were pedophiles, and thousands could have been watching.
You got the app LiveMe on there, right? So tell me, what's LiveMe?
The text log, much of it too explicit for TV, shows the pedophiles told the girl to pull her top up and perform a sexual act on her friend. They also told her to take off her pants, as well as show her private parts.
You know why we're here?
No.
You made a video yesterday?
Yeah.
The officers were alerted to the LiveMe stream by a group called Sheepdog Bloodhound.
This one's probably about 8 years old. This girl over here, maybe 10.
They're a group of volunteers from all around the world who started monitoring LiveMe as they try to report and prevent child exploitation.
The child had been online with a friend and inappropriate, showing herself, showing her body, basically doing what the predators had asked her to do.
Paul Irwin leads the group.
Irwin, Sheepdog Bloodhound.
Hello, this is Coleman.
Hey, Tony.
And he gets tips from all over the world.
This person right here in his profile, DM me for eggplant emoji, banana emoji, add my Snapchat. Clearly not a good individual. He's following 3,010. It's almost all little girls.
Irwin tells Fox 11 that he is seeing a serious uptick in inappropriate behavior on LiveMe during these summer months, now that kids are out of school.
We don't want to have sex with each other, okay?
In most cases, shall we say more than 90%, the family have no idea what their youth are doing online.
As Fox 11 reported in May, LiveMe has been downloaded more than 90 million times. It shares the user's location and allows users to search for who is streaming near them.
Y'all are incredible.
We found countless streams of underage girls being solicited by pedophiles to perform sexual tasks.
Show my boobs and my no.
Some of the girls took their clothes off, others danced sexually. All while, in many cases, older men wrote perverted comments to them. We also found some of the streams were recorded and then posted on porn sites, where customers were directed straight to live streams or web captures of underage girls on LiveMe, with the links advertising that the girls are young jailbait who were secretly recorded without their knowledge. After our story aired, these new disclaimers began appearing on LiveMe streams, saying that sexual or violent content is strictly prohibited and that all violators will be banned. The company has refused repeated requests to go on camera, but tells us they're trying to crack down on users lying about their age and that they're recruiting volunteers to help monitor live streams for bad conduct. But experts say it's just not enough.
The problem is now it appears they've opened it up to allow the general public to come in and do the work that, quite frankly, that they should be paying for.
Dr. Lisa Strowman is a clinical psychologist who has worked with the FBI. She's also the director of the Digital Citizens Academy.
As a parent, there's absolutely no way I would allow my child on that platform.
She says LiveMe has to do more to stop misconduct on their platform. And she believes the video of the girl being confronted shows why parents have to be involved. That young girl was streaming live on the app when mom interrupts, with police officers present.
Hey, hi. Can I see your phone, please?
She goes into another room with officers, who then begin interrogating her.
So tell us about the video where you expose yourself. And what happened?
Started doing that again.
You might have seen the video.
We've seen the video and we heard.
So people were chatting with you. They were asking you to take your shirt off.
The girl sits in stunned silence, looking like a deer in the headlights.
Just better start talking and get it out because I'm sure there's more.
Is that okay with you?
I'm happy with it.
The officers begin asking the girl about the app, and then they realize they are being streamed out live as they speak.
So what's live? Tell me about that.
It's like we're like YouTubers all
You log in right now, huh?
so like there's
So we live streaming right now?
The stream is then cut off.
It was interesting to watch the video live, given that the mother in that situation literally, I felt, kind of threw her under the bus and didn't take any responsibility, not being aware that legally her daughter was absolutely liable for distributing, creating child pornography.
Despite what happened, that girl's profile is still active, and Dr. Strowman says that's on mom.
One of the most interesting things I saw on the tape was that the mother was asking what the daughter's passwords were. So again, this is classically where we want parents to be the ones in charge.
Fox 11 spoke with a young girl who works with Sheepdog Bloodhound to catch predators on LiveMe. She had previously used the app since age 10. We're hiding her identity, and with her mom's permission, she explains how attention and virtual currency make the app so enticing to young girls.
we go live and we're just bored, and then we get no comments, but then the predators start coming in and they start enticing us, and that's when they give us gifts, and that's when they're like, oh, they're like paying attention to me, so I do whatever they do, and I want those gifts.
It seems to me that there's this lack of understanding from this generation that they could get in trouble for any of this.
But they can, and they will.
Got a potential location on that child and identity.
So what's the
Hairbrush girl.
And that's why Irwin says his group has an uphill battle.
Because of the change of season and kids getting out of school, things are at an elevated level. Things are worse. Bad things are happening. They're happening often. We simply can't keep up.
And just to put this all in perspective, this is how bad the problem has gotten. LiveMe tells us that just since our last story aired 2 months ago, they have deleted 600,000 accounts that were flagged as users under the age of 13. 600,000 children in just 2 months. Wow. They've been working aggressively, they say, to clean up the platform within the last 2 months, telling us in part, quote, "We have a goal to ensure that all users under the age of 13 are removed from the app in the next 60 days. We've also launched the LiveMe Safety Advocate Program, which has successfully onboarded 1,000 volunteers. These are individuals who passed a strict screening process within the app and then successfully cleared a third-party background check. These volunteers receive priority reporting privileges, which enable LiveMe's moderation team to respond to issues much faster." End quote. Dan, I know you got a couple of daughters. Curious for your
Kidding me?
reaction here.
Heck no, would they have that sort of thing? They're still too young. They're not of that age yet. But parents out there, what a wake-up call. I mean, you got to know who your kids' friends are. You got to know what they're doing in private.
And the passwords.
With their phone. And
You gotta know the passwords.
Mirror technology. There's blocking technology. I mean, the creeps and the pedophiles are hoping that you don't have a clue about technology, and you better, because your kids, they're like, it's at stake, right?
And
their safety and everything else.
And I think a lot of rational people out there would argue that 13 is still far too young to use that app.
Of
That's what they
course it
require
is.
people to be to use the app. But what? That's 8th grade, I think?
And just that reminder out there, too, about meeting strangers online. Very scary.
Well, and, you know, they're saying that they're going to be solving this with their volunteer program. But I think if they really want to solve it, put their money where their mouth is. Why are they hiring people who they're not going to pay? It's a bunch of volunteers. And, yeah, they're going to do it out of the goodness of their heart. But I think volunteers can really only go so far. Why not spend your own money and hire a bunch of moderators or do something different, because it's clearly not working right now.
I think we need a part 3 to this story.
We'll see.
All right.
Bill, thanks
Great
for
story.